There's a holdup in the Bronx. Brooklyn's broken out in fights. There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights. There's a scout troop short a child. Khrushchev's doing I go wild. Car 54, where are you?
Yes, they're on vacation. Be back in a couple of days.
But, Mr. Eisenberg, they were only doing their duty.
Coming, Captain!
Anderson! Rodriguez! Hellman!
Captain, what happened?
The law of gravity.
The law of gravity?
What you keep piling up has to come down. When are you going to start throwing out some of these old records? You keep piling one thing on top of another. What are you trying to do? Get to the moon before the Russians?
No, sir.
For how many years do I have to yell before this place gets cleaned up?
Captain, you never know when you have to look something up.
You mean something like this? The following men will report for duty tomorrow, 2 p.m., when President Woodrow Wilson dedicates the Bronx Zoo. I suppose you have to refer to this quite often.
Well, that is a little old.
Oh, well, here's a red-hot bulletin. It's a letter from the Chief of Police of Chicago. To the officers and men of the 53rd Precinct, I wish to thank you for your sympathetic letter in regard to the recent fire we had here. And these came from the top of the stack. I'm afraid to look. This bunch here are probably part of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Quiet! Inspector Corey is due to inspect this place any day now. Look at it. It's a mess. Now let's start right here. Kissel, get this cleared away.
Captain, I'm a week behind on my daily reports.
All right. Rodriguez.
If I don't get right back to Mrs. Foley, you know her. There'll be a letter to the commissioner.
I know Anderson.
Oh, there goes the switchboard.
I didn't hear anything. Feldman.
I'm on the desk.
You're on the desk. Well, that leaves you, Schnauzer.
Captain, I'd love to help you, but look.
Oh, did him hurt his little finger?
It's only a scratch, but it could be blood poison like that, the way it's dirty around here.
They're only files.
Only files? What if I should pick up and touch an old report from 1927? That was the year of the flu epidemic. I'd catch everything.
It's always something with you. If it isn't a finger, it's a sprained toe. If it isn't a sprained toe, it's a hangnail. If it isn't a hangnail, it's chapped lips.
Isn't it a shame? A man who once had the strength of a lion.
Schnauzer, would it hurt if you took
Captain, in the middle of chalking in the duty roster? Captain, I've only got 2 hands. What am I saying? 9 fingers. Captain, I need some men.
What do I have to do to get this place cleaned up? Nothing but bunch of goof-offs. How about you? You're not Inspector Corey. You caught us at a bad time.
I want to see you in your office.
Just doing a little spring cleaning.
It's August.
It's August.
You were out here. Why didn't you warn the captain the inspector was here? What do you think I got, a walkie-talkie?
Oh, what a mess. Why didn't you clean it up when the captain asked you to?
With my dailies to finish? Why didn't you do it?
Now look who he's asking. A man who should be home in bed.
What is it?
Shh. I got some hot news for you.
What is it?
There's an Inspector Corey coming around today.
An inspector is coming around today? Thank you, Paul Revere.
What do you mean?
An inspector is already here. He's in with the captain.
Oh, did he mention anything about noticing our car parked out in front?
Not a word.
How about that, Francis? After spending all morning washing it, waxing it, vacuuming the seats.
Yes, Captain? The next car out is Tootie in Muldoon.
What is it?
The captain wants to see you right away.
Oh, the inspector saw the car. Who's got a comb?
Gunther.
How will it look when the inspector compliments car 54 for being so clean and the driver looks like a bum? Thank you.
Of course the place is a mess. We're behind in our paperwork. But what can you expect when I've got only half the men it takes to run this precinct? Put that in your inspection report.
Paul, this isn't an inspection report. It's an order.
An order?
That's right. I'm ordering you to take a 2 weeks vacation. Look at you. Nervous? You drive yourself too hard, and we found out why. You haven't taken a vacation in 5 years.
Me take a vacation? I'm afraid to leave this place to go out to lunch. I have a feeling when I get back, it'll be a supermarket.
But it certainly isn't going to fall apart in 2 weeks under another captain.
Being a captain is the smallest part of running this precinct. I have to be a chaplain, an exterminator. I have to be a medical officer for Schnauzer. And for Tootie, I've got to be a child psychiatrist.
This Tootie's a special case, huh?
Case? 1 week with him, and Sigmund Freud would have gone into the garment business. Come in.
You sent for us, Captain?
Yes, Inspector Corey has something for you.
I want you to take this.
Oh, it was nothing, sir. All we did was wash her up a bit and slap some wax on her.
Tootie, he's not giving you a citation.
Oh.
I want you to take this down to Chief McCory at headquarters. I want Captain Block's 2-week vacation to start just as quickly as possible.
Are you going away, Captain?
Yes. Now show the inspector how you wave bye-bye.
Oh, Captain.
Yes, sir. I'll have to alert Chief McCoy about getting another captain to fill in for you.
I can't do it. I can't do it to another captain. Leaving Tootie with him for 2 weeks. It will take him 2 weeks alone just to find out what ooh means.
Sending the captain away on a vacation?
That's what he said.
That's right.
A vacation? Who are you kidding?
What do you mean?
What's the matter with you guys? Are you rookies or something? It says order to take a vacation. That means only one thing.
What?
It's obvious. To bring in a troubleshooter and straighten this place out.
Oh, brother, here we go again with the rumors. The captain's finally taking a vacation, and all they're doing is sending in a substitute.
Just a substitute. When an inspector comes in, orders a commanding officer to take 2 weeks off, and they bring in a new captain, they're not bringing him in to teach us how to string beads.
Come on, we gotta go down to headquarters.
Wait, while you're down there, drop in on personnel records and see if you can get a line on a new captain.
Forget it. If you think I'm gonna snoop around...
What's the matter, then? Nothing to do?
We were just leaving.
Well, what are you waiting for, a starting gun?
No, sir.
If you've got nothing to do, there's a floor in there has to be cleaned up.
My dear. Oops, there goes the switchboard. I'll be right with you, Mrs. Foley. Schnauzer.
I know total disability.
Captain Burkles? Do you mean to tell me there isn't another captain to replace Block at the 53rd for 2 weeks other than Burkles?
Not one. Chief, it's the middle of August. Every captain or acting captain is filling in for somebody.
Burkles in charge of a precinct? It's out of the question.
But it's only for 2 weeks.
Do you know what can happen to a precinct in 2 weeks with Burkles in command? Disaster.
To tell the truth, I never even knew we had a Captain Burkholz until we dug him out of the files.
You should have left him there.
Sir?
Lieutenant, Captain Adolf Burkholz is a saint. He is the kindest, sweetest, most gentle human being who ever walked the earth. He is also the worst police officer in the history of the department.
I don't understand.
He hasn't the faintest idea of discipline. It's impossible for him to order anybody to do anything. He's afraid he'll hurt somebody's feelings.
According to the records, he's been with the department for almost 30 years.
That's right. No commissioner had the heart to dismiss him. Now, they finally found a job suited for him. For the last 25 years, he's been in charge of the Lost and Found department.
Lost and Found department?
That's right. Whoever comes to see him, whether they lost something or not, leaves with something. That's how he spends his years, hidden away in the old building downtown, with one man under him, just waiting out his retirement.
But, Chief, he'll only be in charge of the 53rd Precinct for 2 weeks. This is an emergency.
15 years ago, there was another emergency. We had him fill in as temporary commander of the 91st. In 2 days, we had to go in there and reorganize the entire precinct. The men walked all over him. He spoiled them. All discipline was shot. We had to transfer every man to a different precinct and start all over again.
Sir, Captain Block hasn't had a vacation in 5 years. It just has to be Burkholz.
Come in.
These are from the 53rd Precinct, sir.
Captain Block's vacation papers. Sir, they have to take back a confirmation of the commanding officer.
I guess it'll have to be Burkholz. I certainly hate to see this happen to the men of the 53rd. I better call Burkholz and tell him we're letting him out again. Get me the old Tombs building.
Here you are.
Yes, sir.
boys were right.
Now, Gunther.
You heard the inspector. I hate to see this happen to the men of the 53rd. Francis, we got a monster on our hands.
There goes your imagination. Just because of a chance remark.
Chance remark. How about when he said, I'll call Burkholz and tell him that we're letting him out? Francis, they must keep him in a cage.
Gunther, don't...
Francis, let's go down to the file room and look up his record.
Gunther.
We promised the boys. Come on.
Hey, don't get sassy in there. Daddy's going to feed you in just a little while. Cynthia, stop nipping Gladys's tail. Where's Freddie? Oh, there you are. I see you. Hiding behind Fatso there. Captain Burkholz, lost and found. Of course, Chief. 2 weeks at the 53rd Precinct. Delighted. Always ready to put my shoulder to the wheel, you know. Yes, sir. Immediately. Excuse me, Simpson, but have you got a moment? You're sure you're not busy? If you're busy, I'll come out there. Thank you. Yeah.
What's up, Pops?
Simpson, I'm sorry to disturb you.
I was just playing some gin with some guy who come in and claimed he lost a vacuum cleaner on the subway. We got no vacuum cleaner.
Did you give him something?
He's looking around.
I hope he finds something he likes.
Sure, Pops.
I just had a call from that lovely Chief McCoy. They're bringing the old war horse back into battle. They're giving me a precinct again.
Oh, no. Won't they ever learn?
I'm going to miss you, son. I'm going to miss those nice little lunches we have here in the office together.
Me too.
I want you to maintain our golden rule. Nobody leaves empty-handed.
Don't worry.
Goodbye, Simpson.
Goodbye, Pops.
Captain Burkholz, huh? I can't find anything on him in this current file.
There must be something on him, unless they're trying to hush the whole thing up. He's a pretty rough cookie.
Gunther, you haven't got a shred of evidence.
Thompson.
Coming.
There must be something.
Take these to dispatch.
Did you hear? The 53rd's getting a new CO, Burkholz.
Burkholz.
Yeah, sounds like a real tough baby. He's not in the current file.
They probably pulled his record to hush something up.
That's what I just heard.
Hey, wait a minute. Hello, back records. Al? Harry. You got any poop on a captain called Burkholz? That's right. If there is a guy like that in the department, it's a good thing to know. Al? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah? Uh-huh. Wow.
Well, what is it?
His last assignment was back in 1947. He was in charge of the 91st Precinct. In 2 days, he broke every man in the place and shipped them all over the city.
Edward. Burkholz?
That's right. The captain who ran amok in 1947 and tore apart the 91st Precinct.
1947? That was the year that Reform Commissioner came in and broke those 5 captains claiming they were brutal to the men.
And the other 4 have been back for years. This one must be a beast.
Have you heard?
Beast Burkholz is back.
He is?
They're turning him loose in the 53rd Precinct.
Burkholz? Wasn't he once a Nazi general?
That's the guy.
Yeah, I heard. Some of the fellas from the 91st still got scars where he hit him with his riding crop.
Those that survived.
What do you mean?
Half the boys in the 91st have never been heard of since.
Oh, no wonder they try to hush the whole thing up. Well, I gotta check this with the current files.
Nothing. Now you're satisfied?
Excuse me, fellas. Wait. Aren't you fellas from the 53rd?
Yeah.
Tough break.
What do you mean?
I mean about your new CO, Beast Burkholz.
Beast Burkholz?
Is that what they call him?
Sometimes they call him their Führer.
The Führer?
Yeah, but don't let him hear you call him that. He'll go for your throat. He thinks Hitler was too soft.
I told you. I told you.
Wait a minute. What else do you know about him?
Come here. They're bringing in a Nazi general? A Nazi general?
This is a riding crop. He broke up the 91st? Broke it up. There are guys who haven't been heard of since.
What happened to him? Guys just don't disappear.
If he did that to the 91st, such a clean station, imagine what he'll do to us here.
We're in trouble.
Goldfish? A beast like that keeps goldfish?
They're not goldfish. They're too big to be goldfish.
I know what they are. I know what they are. They're South American piranhas. They're man-eaters. Man-eaters.
Kissel, he's right. Gunther, I once saw them in a newsreel. A cow fell into the water, and they stripped it down to a skeleton in 3 minutes.
Gunther.
He's got man-eaters in there.
Quiet. They're not piranhas. Those are too big for piranhas.
Of course they're big. They ate the 91st precinct.
Quiet, you guys. That's all we need. A rumor like that spreading around.
We're dealing with a monster.
Quiet. This is his first precinct in 12 years. The department wouldn't have sent him around unless he'd quieted down. Now, all we got to do is mind our business and do our jobs for the next 2 weeks and give him no cause to ever...
Achtung! I mean, attention!
Here. No ceremony, dear boys. I want you to relax and go about your business as though I weren't here. My stay here will be very brief. 2 weeks, and I'm away. But in those 2 weeks, dear friends, if I can bring a smile to your lips and lift a little of the cares and woes of the daily life, I will feel that I have done something big. Oh, what a lovely room. There's something about the dull, drab, unpainted walls of an old precinct station that evokes such fond and tender memories of a happier past. The dusty odor of old files. The lazy warmth of an old precinct in midsummer. Yes, dear friends, this will be a memorable 2 weeks. But I must see my quarters. Till then, ta-ta! Ta!
Did you hear him? Did you hear him? Yeah, with that cold smile.
He was toying with us.
He's like every Nazi general you see in the movies, with that cold smile and playing with a rose.
Sometimes it's with a kitten.
Yeah, I saw that picture, too.
Now, let's not panic. He hasn't made his move yet. So far, he's just being sarcastic. You heard him mention the dirty walls?
Yeah, and the dusty files.
We gotta beat him to the punch.
That's right. Right away, we paint the whole place.
We clean out the files. Kissel, you and the clerks get all the paperwork right up to the minute. From now on, we don't have any days off. From now on, we don't go home. Get the word around to all the men until this place shines. Come on.
Elsie, I just have to run down to the station.
Paul, you've only been gone 2 days, and you called back at least 50 times.
And nobody tells me anything. All I know is Schnauzer broke his arm falling off a ladder. Schnauzer with a broken arm. He'll be out for 4 years.
Paul.
Elsie, I wouldn't enjoy a minute of this vacation unless I could see with my own eyes. Elsie, I'll be right back. Schnauzer, your arm.
It's nothing. A little break. I was back in 15 minutes. Please, I've got to keep painting.
Schnauzer.
Please, Captain. It's nothing. Don't make a big deal out of it. I've got to keep painting.
But Schnauzer.
Excuse me, Captain. I gotta go.
Wait, Tootie. Why aren't you and Muldoon on patrol?
Oh, this is our day off.
Your day off? I don't remember ever seeing you here on your day off. In fact, I don't remember seeing you here on the day after your day off.
Excuse me, sir. We have to clean out the basement.
The basement? I didn't even know we had a basement. What's going on here?
Oh, Paul. I just dropped by in order to keep an eye on...
Come, Fellman. We mustn't overdo it. Ah, Inspector Corey.
Captain Burkholz. This is Captain Block.
Oh, Captain Block. Captain Block, you left me a bunch of naughty boys. Yes, they just won't take their days off. Half of them sleep here so as to get an early start in the morning.
My men?
Kissel, you come with me.
With you?
No, I will not see one of my men work himself to death. There's nothing more relaxing than feeding fish. Fish? Now, you come right along. I'm sure that my baby will simply love you.
Hey, he certainly seems to have the boys under control.
Paul, you look awful. Now you get off on that 2-week vacation, huh? That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Wait. Why don't you take an extra 2 weeks?
An extra 2 weeks?
Take an extra month or 2. I'm sure headquarters won't mind.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead and feed them. Go ahead.
I can't.
Kissel.
Please, Captain. Please let me go.
Kissel, you're going home.
Home?
Yes, you need a rest. That's an order.
Please, Captain. If the men saw me going home at a time like this, when every man is needed, sir.
You're going home. You can slip out now. No one's looking.
Feldman, have you seen Kissel? We need the keys to the basement.
He went in there with the captain.
In there?
Yeah, I heard the captain say he wanted Kissel to feed the fish.
The fish? Did you hear that, boys?
Ah, that's what I like to see. My men at rest.
Oh, we'll be off in a minute, sir. We have to clean up the basement.
I'm going for a little stroll.
Excuse me, sir. I have to talk to Kissel. He's in your office?
Not anymore, he isn't.
Francis, what happened to Kissel?
Now, don't let your imagination go again.
Where's Kissel? Feldman, where's Kissel?
He went in there, and he never came out.
Poor Kissel. Oh, Kissel! Kissel!
That's right. I want citations for every man on the 53rd. What is it?
Chief, I understand there's an opening in Lost and Found.
Lost and found?
Excuse me.
What is it, Graves?
It's the 29th. The captain just can't cope with the men. The place is going to pieces.
Well, thank heavens we've got somebody who can straighten them out. Block, do you mind cutting your vacation short and going back to the 53rd?
Back?
That's right. It's your precinct, isn't it?
My precinct. Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Tell Burkholz to get over to the 29th right away.
That'll do it.
And in conclusion, it has been a short stay, but a happy one. Come on, boys. Bring the babies.
Goodbye, Kissel.
All right, you goof-offs. If being tough is the only way, that's what you're gonna get from now on. Wipe those smiles off your faces. This is gonna be no vacation from now on.
I worked on these back records while I was... Captain Block.
Kissel!
Let the fish go.
Wait! We're gonna keep things clean here. Now, somebody pick those files off the floor.
I've got my dailies.
I think that's our car outside.
Excuse us, Captain. I'm on the desk.
I think I see Mrs. Foley.
Oh, there goes my brother. Now, do I have to do it myself?
Don't move. I'll get it for you. The captain's broom!
The captain's broom! The captain's broom! The captain's broom!
The captain's broom!
There's a holdup in the Bronx, Brooklyn's broken out in fights. There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights. There's a scout troop short a child, cruise ships do and I go wild. Car 54, where are